How you doing? This is Mike with the Pratt Family Homestead. I want to talk to you about 4 projects we got going on. I got to get done, going on right now. I feel like I'm way behind on them. This might turn into a little bit longer video, so I'd like to ask you now to please subscribe and share with your friends. I could use all the input I could get because, as usual, Jenny and I have no idea what we're doing. We're just doing it. So project number 1 is pastured pigs. And when I say pastured pigs, I mean pastured pigs. I do not mean pigs out on grass with a full feeder. I mean pigs eating grass and living off of it and supplementing them with other stuff from around the farm here. Not buying any pig feed. We'll see how that goes, but I got to put up electrical fences. Never done that before. I got to do a lot of things. I got to build them a shelter and everything. So come along. We'll check that one out. The next one I got to get done is I agreed to let the wife have a horse. So I've got to get a fence put up for that. I'm probably going to do 4 or 5 strands of wire, high tension fence. This particular horse supposedly has a very good demeanor, so I don't think I need to go full bore with electric and everything else. We're just going to do the 4 strands of wire. We've got a lean-to on a commercial barn that we have that we're going to house the horse in there. The commercial barn we may eventually take, but right now we're renting it out to a local farmer. So this lean-to is plenty big. We'll build a stall in there and get some fencing put up. Project number 3, I got to get my boy goats out of the barn. They are stinking up the place like no tomorrow. So last fall I tilled up an area of lawn grass where I'm going to plant some of our pasture mix from the local feed mill, and I got to get that fenced in. I got to get at least a temporary shelter put up for the summer, so just to give them some protection. Then I'm going to build, I got it in my head to build a pallet barn, small one, so I'll show that to you here in a little bit. And project number 4 is we're planning on doing meat chickens. We've butchered a grand total of 11 roosters before. I just did 9 a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. But we're going to do 25 meat chickens for us and 25 meat chickens for friends and family. And yes, I'm going to charge friends and family a little bit to lower the cost of our chickens, although that 25 is not going to completely pay for ours. I'm going to do a chicken tractor similar to what Joe Salatan I've seen has. And I'm going to move it around my pasture that I currently have, and I'm hoping the chickens will tear up the grass, and I'll plant pasture mix behind them. So that's 4 things I got to get done. 2 of them have to be done this month. I think the pigs and the horse have to be done this month. The goats, I got a little bit of time because the grass has to grow up, and I have a little bit of time to get that fenced in, or the pasture has to grow up. And the meat chickens, if I have to drop a project right now, I'll drop the meat chickens. But between work, kids, everything else, I'm running out of time getting this done. I have a long weekend this weekend filled with kids' activities, and I'm having trouble getting stuff done. So, which is fine. Kids' activities is fine. So, all right, let's go to project number 1. Let's go check out the area I'm going to do the pastured pigs in. Let's go. All right, let's talk pastured pigs. For starters, this is our garden. One of the paddocks is going to be up against this garden. So I've already got hog panels laid out that we'd used last year. We moved here November 2014. We had pigs by December 2014 to solidify our moving towards more self-sustainability. But we raised them in a pen, and that went great. We kept a feeder full for them, and we could not have been happier. But now we want to try raising pigs completely on pasture and see how that goes. I have no doubt I will be feeding them some pig feed. I have no doubt that they will be getting stuff like table scraps and some grains here and there. And we're going to feed them like crazy with stuff that we're growing on the farm here, or our homestead here for this year. We're going to grow tons of pumpkins and squashes and way too much stuff in the garden. So the pigs are going to get a lot of that stuff. But the plan is, this is what they're going to eat. And this is what they're going to live on. And we'll have to see how that goes. But if you want to come this way, I got these panels all laid out here to go down here in front of the garden. I decided I don't want this side, which is facing the house. If you want to take a look up there, facing the house and on the garden here. I decided I don't want that electric because the kids are in the garden all the time. We're in the garden all the time. I know I'll bump up and touch that joker and probably pee my pants. But so this side, which is the north facing side, is not going to get electric. But we are going to run electric. You can see you can kind of see a line down here with the grass grown tall. The pasture side of this I planted last year and we harvested hay off of. It's got different grasses, clover, alfalfa, and there's something else in there I'm not thinking of. I can't think of what it is, but you can see it's already coming up. I'm about ready. I gotta get this done. I gotta get all this put in by April so that I can go get these pigs by the end of April. I'm sorry, I gotta get it done by the end of April. So the plan is, I got a couple different plans. Everywhere that you can tell that there's grass here or pasture growing, fencing it in and just letting the pigs roam, and then moving a trailer with a watering system on it and some shelter, and move that every couple days, or make some paddocks, some big paddocks, some small paddocks, whatever, and then all into that. Come on, babe. All into that. I want to give them part of these woods over here. I've got this, I don't know, it's about a 1 acre patch of woods. I think I calculated it out too. But I'm going to try and flash up an overview map of this from Google Earth. That I posted on our Facebook page, Facebook/Pratt Family Homestead. So you can get a better look at this. I have it divided on that picture into 3 paddocks, but I'm starting to wonder two things. Do I need smaller paddocks? We're gonna have 4 pigs. Do I need smaller paddocks, or do I just let them free roam? I got a lot to learn. I don't know. I'm more than open to all the input that you could possibly have. I don't always follow people's input, but I love hearing it and I love processing it. But whether or not I use it or not, don't get mad if I don't. So my plan is part of these woods, like maybe here, there's a lot more water, standing water in these woods right now. I don't know if you can see that on the video. There's a lot more water in there than there typically is, but I would really like to give them a portion of this and just let them live in the woods. I think they would love it. And then they'd come out here, see the paddock, and or come out here with the hay and the paddock and stuff. How you doing, neighbor? They come out here to eat, and we would water them. If we did it that way, we would water them and feed them scraps and whatever we are going to feed them over by the hog panels out of the garden there. So if they were living in the woods, they'd have to come through the field, get a little bit of exercise, and come out over to there to drink, to get their table scraps and all that. So there's a pretty big area. I forget the exact dimensions, but I'll either post it at the bottom of this video or post it on the picture I'm going to try and incorporate into here. So this is the pastured pig area. Come along and we'll see how all this goes this year. All right, on to project number 2.
Horse.
The horse, yes. All right.
My horse.
Let's go check out the horse area. All right, here we go. This is project number 2, the horse. This is pretty much going to be the horse area right here. It's going to come up to this garage I got over here, and it's going to pan this way over to an outer driveway that we have over there. It's going to be about 100 foot deep and 60 foot across. This is the big plant. We want to walk over here. We'll come this way. We wanted to go farther that way, except that we just put this whole berry patch in last year. We got strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, grapes,
Blueberries.
blueberries. So eventually we might dig this up, transplant it, and let the horse go even farther towards the road. But we'll have to see how that goes. But we've got this outer driveway over here. This is over to where the fence is going to go here. I got to try and leave about 16 foot, I believe, or 18 foot between the fence and these privacy trees. Local farmer rents out the commercial barn side of this, this commercial barn. We're going to put the horse in the lean-to next to the barn. I'll show you that in a second. But I got to leave enough room for him to get his combines in and out of here. So let's come down here. I am thinking about having this fence go all the way down so that there will be a side area right here. I keep wondering if maybe one day build stalls in the side of this lean-to here.
For more than one horse.
For possibly one day maybe more than one horse. And this could be their come out area, and then they could come out to this area. I would probably have to trim this tree back. I don't know. We don't know anything about horses, so I don't know how skittish it would be about coming through here real narrowly, if that's even a word. But we'll come around into here. Keep in mind I haven't cleaned this lean-to out yet, so it's still got a little bit of work to do before we put a horse in here. But for starters, I don't know how well it can be seen in the video, but I might get at least an inch of plywood put on these walls so that a horse can't kick through this metal siding. I'm going to do it on that side as well. I'm going to get my hay equipment out of here. And we're thinking the stall will be right about here, right, babe?
Yep, you're about in the middle.
Oh, the middle. So the stall will end up being, where did we decide that was? 14 foot, right?
It's about 14 foot, yes.
About 14 foot, and it's almost 14 foot wide as well, correct?
Correct.
So this area would be a stall area if we need to keep them in a stall. And, a little entryway area right here. And then if you want to come here, babe, and show, he'll walk out that way, out into almost up to that berry patch, if you can see that up there. Mm-hmm. And then we'll come over here. Maybe somebody else can answer this for us. Are these trees fine for the horse to be around? We really have no idea. But the fence will be on this side of these trees, and if they shouldn't be around those trees, then I'll bring the fence even farther back. But we'll come up to here, and as you can see, this will get us into project number 3, but we're going to have this fence go up to the driveway, and you can see the power pole. The fence is going to jig-jog around the power pole so the horse is not around the power pole and can't access it and can't get a hold of that anchor wire or nothing. So then this building will be part of a fence, and then we'll have a gate here to let the horse in. This is going to be the boy goat area. You'll see that as my project number 3 coming up next. But we'll be able to let the horse in with the boy goats if we want. And Jenny suspects she'll put the horse quite a bit in the pasture with all the other animals. So you can walk right through here instead of walking all the way around. So that's that. That's the horse project. Let's go talk about the boy goats now. All right, project number 3. I got to get these goats over to there. They're in the pasture now, and they stink. I can smell them. They're awesome. They're good goats. This is Phoenix. That's Sparks, and then the sheep over there will eventually be housed with his lady friends. Let's walk right over. Here's where I tore up the ground last fall. How you doing, boys? So I tore up this area for boy goat, and that's it. I gotta get pasture planted in here. I gotta get a fence put up similar to what I have around the pasture is what I'm thinking. Although I think the horse will come in here, and the horse will come into our pasture also daily. So I'm actually thinking about in the goat area here, because this will almost be a shared area with the horse. I'm thinking about putting a no climb type of fence, a no climb horse fence around this pasture. So let's walk over here. There's a concrete pad here. As you can tell, this whole area had silos and dryers and stuff before. But this concrete pad right here, I don't even know the dimensions of this. This is probably minimum 14 by 14. But this is where I want to put a pallet barn or something to that effect for the boy sheeps, or the male, or I'm sorry, the male goats. But in the meantime, I will probably use this existing structure, which seriously needs to be cleaned out, but I'll probably do something right here as a temporary shelter. It's going to be warmer, so the boys will just need the rain off of them and some of the strong winds that kick through here. Just something temporary while I get this bigger one built throughout the summer. So this is it. It goes up to this building up here. And we were going to have this pasture area go all the way up to this building, and I have it tore up. But then we realized if the horse is going to come in here as well, it's going to have some problems on the roof of that building. So we're going to have to back that fence off a little bit to ensure the horse doesn't get hurt on it. Maybe we're being overcautious, I don't know, but it's pretty short. Hey baby, how many hands is that horse?
16.
That horse is 16 hands, so if the horse is in here, I really worry about a head cracking on here or something. So this is project 3. This is the goat area. Over here between these two buildings, we're going to have a gate, and on the other side of the gate is where the horse is going to be.
He keeps saying horses, so I'm waiting for horse number 2 to come too.
So she's very hopeful, but we're gonna have a gate in between there so that during the day, or however we decide to work things, we can just leave it open for the boys and the horse and the goats. So all right, let's go check out project number 4. All right, so project number 4 is going to be meat chickens, but not that rooster you just heard. I don't have much to show you. I'm going to build, I think, some chicken tractors like Joe Salatan uses. We're going to do 50, so 2 square foot per bird. I'm thinking that should be at least 10 by 10. And I will probably end up doing 12 by 12 or a little bit bigger. I like animals to have a little bit of room. But this pasture is lawn grass. I put this fence in and put this pasture up when we moved in here in November of 2014. I want to get the lawn grass kind of ripped up, and I want to get some good pasture mix planted. So moving that chicken tractor around every single day, I'm hoping to get at least some of this tore up and get some pasture planted behind the chickens. So I don't have much to show you as far as the meat chickens go right now. But this is my plan, is to move their tractor around this pasture, maybe this one or even the boy goat area, and get some pasture planted in here. So that's all I got for you for meat chickens right now. That's going to be a big step for us. We've done 9 at one time, and this is going to be 50 at once, which will easily be a whole weekend for us. Even Jenny has stepped up her game big time in the chicken butchering department, and she's gone well and far beyond what she thought she could do, and she's done an excellent job with it. She's been a great help with it. So hopefully, I have a feeling I can get 25 chickens done no problem in one day, maybe more. So that's our meat chicken plan. That's that. Come along for that ride too, and we'll talk to you later. This is Mike from the Pratt Family Homestead. Thank you for stopping by, checking out this video. Please share it with your friends. I need all the knowledge I could get. So I'm open to any kind of suggestions anybody has. It's going to be very busy next couple months. I'm probably going to have to take time off work to get a lot of this done. The good thing is once it's done, it'll be done. So please share, like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot for dropping by.